The crypto market sentiment is absolute garbage right now. I see so many influencers on X saying this is the worst bull run ever. And funny enough, they post that, they say they're selling all their positions. These are influencers, right? They're selling all their positions. They write this whole big paragraph. They say, "Thank you guys for supporting me." Then what happens 10 minutes later? They're back to posting saying this crypto is going to 100x. Go buy this crypto. Their opinions change as fast as the graphs in crypto change. And, something I will say, I was talking to my Discord this morning. The sentiment is absolutely, bad. I've never seen it this bad since even 2022 when FTX crashed and Terra Luna rugged and Solana went down to $8. Even compared to then, this sentiment is the worst I've ever seen in crypto. A lot of retail investors truly believe it is over. Okay, I was seeing names in my Discord today that I've never seen before pop up in the chat when I first saw Discord. And I was like, holy crap. And they've been there for like numerous years and they were scared. So we had a discussion today on Discord. And I told someone as well who asked me, John, should we buy today or should we wait for a lower bottom? And I said, well, you can never time the bottom properly. So you always want to DCA the dips. Not financial advice, of course. And something I will say, someone made a good point. I think his name was Anonymous Joe on my Discord. A lot of people will take today words of encouragement as a sign of disrespect. People are just so pissed off. And in case it hasn't been clear, all these TA guys that you're looking at that are reading you stupid charts telling you that crypto has to go one way or the other, can you tell by now that they're not as informative as they make it out to be? Like, you can say whatever you want in a chart going up or down, and then Trump comes out and goes, hey, tariffs on China. Hey, we're going to attack this country. Hey, this is going to happen. All of a sudden, the market tanks. Or the whales decide to take profits for the 57th time and tank the market again. So clearly, this is an emotionally manipulative stage in the market, and it's not as logical as many make it out to be, which is why you never see me go crazy big on TA. Aside from support levels with cryptos, which do play a crucial factor, like for instance, if Bitcoin, let's just say at 70K goes straight to 100K and it never held in these ranges before it, then yes, you want to look at levels of support. That way, if Bitcoin breaks down, we can see how far down it can go, how fast it can go, and whether it's going to hold at a certain level or not. So yes, TA does have its place. But when it comes to emotional sentiment or the fear and greed, it does not play a big role. Okay, this is one of the biggest misconceptions that I see in crypto. The reality is, right now, the market is just not good for a variety of reasons. We had the government shutdown taking place, which is still ongoing. I mean, the Fed, any federal employee in the US is not getting paid. That's a huge deal. They can't come to a conclusion to end it. Secondly, Jerome Powell, although he did say we're going to enter QT in December, a lot of people didn't like how he ended his meeting by saying there might not be a rate cut in December. Puts us in doubt. And then just the overall whales just taking profits on every single pump is just causing a bunch of panic for retail. And what I'm seeing, and this has been an ongoing debate, a lot of people are saying we're in this bear market, not realizing we never entered altcoin season. And this is one of my biggest things I'm seeing all over X and YouTube. People think or thought we entered alt season last year and then the beginning of this year. Bitcoin dominance has never went below even 53%. To start January 2024, it was just sub 54%, and that was coming out of the bear market, the 2022-2023 bear market. And then it never went down below 53%. And then even for this year, we see Bitcoin dominance climb to 60%. And then when Ethereum started rallying to an all-time high, we hit, I believe, 55%. But even then, we never hit a 50% or less dominance level. Altcoin season is when Bitcoin dominance is losing to altcoin dominance. Hence what altcoin season means. And it's just misinformation. I see a lot of influencers every single video. Altcoin season this, altcoin season that. It's like every video is a different title. Bull market's here. Altcoin season is close by. Then bear market's here. It's over. And you're constantly seeing this over and over. And I know it pisses off retail. I know it does because they can't get a clear direction on what's going to happen. And the answer to your question is no one knows what's happening. We're speculating on data and giving you opinions. And not everyone has the best intention for you when they make certain statements or opinions. But I will tell you this. Altcoin season was definitely not Ethereum just reaching 5K. Altcoin season was definitely not XRP just hitting $3 and not hitting an all-time high. Also, altcoin season was not Solana hitting a $35 all-time high at 295. I can't believe people are calling that like the altcoin season. They really think Bitcoin making roughly a 2x and altcoins, failing to make all-time highs altcoin season. It tells me that a lot of people are just getting, fed misinformation left and right for the, past 3-4 years. Altcoin season is very different from what we experience. And I know this cycle is different with the banks and ETFs. Right now, the ongoing debate question can be, well, John, this cycle is different. Can we enter a dominance level for Bitcoin of 50% or below? I still think we can. We just haven't yet seen altcoins do well. They've been manipulated so much for so long. Ethereum on its own got us down to 55% dominance level on its own. Okay, we've seen Bitcoin go up thousands of dollars in days. We also seen it go down thousands in days, if in hours, if that. Ethereum do the same thing. And remember, these are the two largest market caps in all of crypto. If they can move aggressively fast to the upside or downside, what do you think will happen to your altcoins? I'm seeing a lot of opinions out there. Altcoins are beat down so much, they are quote unquote lucky to even get remotely close to all-time highs. Now, it is true, most altcoins do not get to new all-time highs, the ones that have been around for past cycles, the majority of them, especially when compared to Bitcoin. However, the ones for this cycle that are down right now, especially the new ones, they're going to get back to their all-time high. It's a matter of the sentiment coming back to crypto to reach their all-time high. We've seen the top two cryptos go like this so fast. If you think your mid caps, your micro caps will not pump fast as soon as the market turns on, you're misguided. You're misguided. We've seen pumps happen so aggressively. Okay. The amount of money it takes to move Bitcoin up or down a few thousand is insane. And the same goes for Ethereum, Solana, XRP, BNB. Micro caps and mid caps don't have as much liquidity, which means it doesn't take as much activity to get them pumping. And before you say, but John, retail's out, how will we get the pumps we want to see? How will altcoin season come back? Retail is wishy-washy on their words. They say this and they do this. I'm out of the market. Translation, I sold, but I'll be back in 2 months. They always come back. Retail investors are known for buying the tops. They're known for being emotional. They're known for saying one thing and doing another. I'm never impressed by what someone says. I'm impressed by what someone does. Okay. We're clearly in fear right now. And as I said in the past for many videos, there has never been a bad buying opportunity in fear. Every single time we have bought in fear, crypto has rewarded us with pumps, even stocks. Okay, there's never been a bad buying opportunity in fear. Whether it was through the bear market with FTX crashing, gains came in 2024. Even just recoveries, when you buy at the bottom or you buy a max fear, not even altcoin season, recoveries for crypto can net you so many profits to where you can leave before altcoin season ever comes. We're actually at that stage in the market that if you start buying crypto now, not financial advice, do your own research, but if you do and we recover, like cryptos just get close to their all-time highs previously, you'll be in so much profit, you can leave before altcoin season ever comes. What's going to happen is everyone's going to wait until the whales decide to say, okay, we made enough profits so far. Let's turn the market back on and let's bring on the altcoins. And when they do, retail's going to wait until they see like 3, 4, 5x gains for alts and then say, okay, the waters feel safe. Let's go back in. It's always about price action go up to I feel safe now. Let's go buy crypto. And then what happens? The whales go, okay, we made them feel safe. Let's make more money and sell. And they get dumped on again. Then the sentiment goes from feeling good again to what the hell just happened? Again, it's something that you won't understand unless you've been in multiple cycles to see it happen. Okay, I've been in multiple asset classes for many cycles that I've seen this happen in stocks too. And one thing is a sure statement: when you buy low and sell high, the whales know they can still shake you out whenever they want, which is why you really got to have a strong mentality. I always talk about my Discord, which you should consider joining. Great place to be. Because when you're on an island trying to figure this out yourself, you're trying to fight the doubts you have, the opinions you see, the statements you see, the price action you see, it's all stacked against you to lose. The reason why the top 10% own 90% of the stock market, and it's probably more skewed towards crypto, is because the whales, one, have insider information. They know what's going to happen before we do. Two, they have more experience. Three, they have more risk, better risk than we do. They can leverage their money and they can afford to take losses. We can't, as easy as them. And they just have more preparation to deal with the volatility versus us, the everyday man and woman who's trying to, leave their jobs, make some more money, help our families out, become financially free. We have more to lose, more on the line. So we're more prone to emotional instability, which they use to their benefit to manipulate and shake us out. Okay, this is like mental warfare at its finest. And again, this moment, this part of the market, we're all going to look back in hindsight. We're going to be like, wow, I can't believe I saw that happen. And I either didn't take action or I did take action and made some money. Again, this is not going to be a video that's going to reassure you or anyone who's watching. And listen, if you're still watching these videos, you're still here, I'm proud of you because there's very few of you left. I see it. No one's starting to talk really much anymore. People are not watching crypto videos anymore. They're seeing influencers who've been bullish for years start to say that's it. They're literally making tweets saying they're out, and then 10 minutes later they're back in again. Or people are just falling off by the wayside. It's actually been the crappiest sentiment I've ever seen in crypto. It doesn't mean anything's going to change in terms of price action go up when the time does come. The question is, though, when is it going to come, not if. But again, I digress. A lot of people are going to have their say in this market. It is what it is. And again, only you can decide what you truly want. Only you can decide what you're okay with. I know this video is not going to be probably watched much at all. Again, the sentiment is absolute garbage. People are just fed up with crypto, and I don't blame them. I totally get it. But on another note, if this video helped you in any way, please leave a like. And on that note, I'll see you in the next video.